All right, teal. Teal, teal. Teal, teal. Got 4 teals. We're not quite at teal team... teal team 6. Yeah, not quite. Ah, they're both shooting into opposite sides of a beam that's just here to be a dick. Should I do that? It's not very helpful, is it? Yeah, look what I've done. A mistake. They intercept over nothing. Do you even go? You go over 2 of them, but that one goes over nothing. Yep, this is a really bad spot to use a split. Okay. How about you, though? How good is it to redirect you? Oh, that can't work. It's curious. The deal is that okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay. I'm like, when's the green gonna turn off? I forgot which one was turning on and off. Okay. Yeah, ideally I'd get the 2 blues to intersect somewhere because I don't have to deal with them alternating. But the easy fix is almost never it's almost never actually the thing I can do. Ah. That's not actually good, though. Like, I can set them up to alternate like that, but that doesn't help with the, you know, the other 50% of the time. It just gives me the vague inference of getting full coverage. Alright, this room's a little hard to look at. This poses an interesting problem because what I'm thinking up front is that, like, probably the most useful thing to do would basically be to do what I just did. As far as the blues go. Or even just being able to reach these points, getting all 4 of them pretty efficiently would involve doing this. But the problem is, how do I get these colors to mix with this layout? Doesn't really seem altogether that possible at that point. This make them all connect. What? How is that working? What keeps blue going into you when the blue turns off? The blue turns off. That goes nowhere. This goes here, into the back of you. You're not redirecting them in this direction. What? Okay, this time I do think it's a bug. How is this working? What? That's alternating. Now they're just staying on. I don't know if I should see that as a bug or what. Surely, like... I don't... Is this meant to be the equivalent of, like, when you hold a door open by having the thing from the inside the door hold the door open? Because I don't think that's necessarily what this is. I thought these were supposed to be, like, mirrors, not, like, generators that fuel each other necessarily. I don't know. But it's clearly working. But I don't know what to think about that. The game doesn't exactly give you its own mission statement half the time. That makes those the right color. But this system doesn't allow me to have green over there, which is its own problem. I'm definitely wondering, like, how do I break off some of this green? That whole direction doesn't work. This is the only spot the green can go, go to. Because it comes from there, goes straight through. It's teal all the way around now, right? Yeah. So then it becomes, can I redirect them to go through those two? And then, back to alternating at the moment. You're not doing anything right now, actually. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering, like, what kind of things I could manage with some of these splitters. Oops. Yeah, that's what I had in mind, is I can make these split. I was trying to figure out how to make a loop that makes it teal while also having the ability to get 4 of them out of said loop to get to the 4 corners. So we're kind of at that. This one just conveniently points at it already, so that's good. You point at that one. You point at that one. Can I just turn you around? I believe this makes sense. And not in a bug exploiting way either, right? Yeah, I created an infinite loop of these forks, which seemed like an elegant enough solution. And because they're looping, anything that goes into them will affect every part of the loop. Both blues are shooting directly into said loop, and so is the green via the redirection. So, yeah. There we go. That one makes me happy. It was like one of those nice, elegant, fun solutions to come up with. Oh, it's time to use this now. What do you do? And should I be scared? RGB. If I were to look at this design and guess, I would think that this splits the colors that make up a color. Like, it would split... I would think it would split white into RGB, for example. Like a prism. Let's get you in front of a beam. Hey, look, white. RGB? Alright, cool. So, that was the correct guess. We have... Is that my only light source, probably? I'm gonna guess yes. Okay, so... You're my only light source. They want me to put yellow there and teal there. They gave me 6 linears, 1 splitter, and 1 prism. This seems like a smart place to put the prism. It seems like a tutorial-like spot. In particular, with how elegantly that works together. Basically just need these to become the right colors. That's both the yellows taken care of, right? Is it not? Wait, is there a bug in this level? Sorry, I'm saying this a lot, and I don't really mean to overly accuse, but this isn't right, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 3. Hang on a minute. Excuse me. I don't think I think this is a new one. I've never seen this one in this game before, but this is a... Yeah, there's clearly 4 of them. Which one doesn't count? Yeah, so that's the problem, right? This guy over here just doesn't count towards the solution of this puzzle for whatever reason. Oh well, I'll just pretend that it counts and solve accordingly. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. Okay, so I need green. Come over here. Hey, you're teal already, great. Except for the part where you're hitting a wall. That's a problem for me. Because I need you to go over there too, if you don't mind. You're not, the other direction wasn't being used. Cool. Problem. Also not very helpful. Unless I want to do this. That feeds you around in a circle. But I can't get this one to go anywhere else, so it's not really helpful to just redirect that through there twice. That just breaks something. Yeah. I don't think I want to go around that way. Is there something else I can do around here? Oh, is my use of the splitter wrong? No. Among other things, that would make green and red mix, which is a problem because I need green to go over here with the blue alone. You are very in my way. If you could just stop that. You solved that teal, technically. Oh, actually, you're currently solving both of them, actually. You're given the green necessary to solve both of those. Because I turned you away. That would also solve both, but once again, create a problem where, yeah, green's not escaping anywhere. I'm not missing something over here, am I? Like, there's not a spot to use. So how can I reach you? That would work diagonally if I could find out how to get rid of that guy. Like, if you were red, then I'm set. But how do I do that? Can't go that way or that way. It'd be this way, but then the red pollutes and becomes a big old problem. And since the red is in there, it won't get solved because now it's white again. which is what I tried earlier. But this does go over here. Is my mistake the original split that I did? Should I retry this idea? I don't think so. Not unless I go like this way? No. Red goes into a wall without being retrievable. This way is useless because it shoots back into its source. This way shoots blue where it can't be retrieved. That one shoots green where it can't be retrieved. No, I think you're supposed to be red. And you're supposed to be the prism. Original assumptions seems correct. I just need to figure out why I can't get you over there. I'm not missing... Have I like accidentally used up a red somewhere? Because it almost feels like I'm supposed to have another one. No. I haven't like put it somewhere and forgot. Just how do I split you? Like I can make that happen. That's easy enough. It's the rest that's a mess. It's this beam. Why do you do this to me? Let's rebuild it from scratch. Just to see if something changes for me in my methodology or something. I don't really know what shakes the answers loose when I change my path in these puzzles. I just find myself in a different solution somehow. Let's do something weird. Boy, was that a waste of time. There's almost... This has to be right. This part, at the very least, has to be right. It's just too perfect. The way that it almost goes into all of the things it needs to go into. Like right off the bat. It's too much of the puzzle solved in one move to not be the right answer, I hope. And this kind of thing causes the pollution problem. If I had one more red. Because if I do this, the green is now lost. Which means I can't get it over there. Meanwhile, pointing him over here doesn't even help, because none of the directions solve my problem. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that spot. They gave it to me, but I don't know what it's supposed to be for. Unless... Click. Oh, I accidentally changed my selection. Is that it? Hey! Yellow, yellow, teal, teal. Yeah! That's why you existed. I'm like, you exist for some reason. You're just a weird nodule in the middle of nowhere that lines up. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how you get to go around. We have a teal, we There are 2 teal receivers. And a white receiver. Oh, they've given me weird tools. Okay. So the first thing I would do is try to split it so the white can go to that guy and the teals can be reformed and go to these guys. I don't have a single splitter. But I have 3 prisms. So maybe I can redirect the outputs of the prisms to meet up with each other in the right spots. Wouldn't that be interesting? Oops. Oh, that's weird. I redirected the blue back in that spot. So blue always comes out of the right, red always comes out of the left, green always comes out of the front. No matter which way it's facing. And if it doesn't have the green and red to send out, then it just doesn't. But the blue will still consistently come out in the same direction. That's interesting. This can't be the solution, can it? Maybe. The blue comes out over here. I haven't lost blue. I need to retrieve green too. I could send green this way. So then if blue and red meet up, they can go around the other way. Except there's a teal over here, right? So without green reaching here, we're doomed. So green has to get there too somehow. So this can't be the solution, because green is dead ending. It would be ideal if I could recombine green and blue for my purposes. Maybe. Now it's at least teal. They even all cross over here. Isn't that potentially interesting? But there they are, split again. Oh no, because green came through the back of that, so blue going through here is fine, except for the fact that that's my only blue, so I'm back to not having blue. They get a lot of chances to re-meet, don't they? But if I was bringing them this far like that, I would just keep them as a white, because they don't serve any purpose being split up like this. There's no other options for rotating you, right? Because it just points at nothing? And horizontal and vertical directions don't point at anything. So I can't use a linear on this because the only thing it can link up with is this one, and it would be going through here as a white, which means there's no way of solving this at that point. So that has to be a prism. If there's not a prism there, this is unsolvable due to that fact. So that part at least is correct. Just need to figure out my methodology for how to handle the components. How do I get both blue and green to meet up the way I want to? Oh, this is a weird way to think now. Okay. I can't rotate the system, can I? I kind of can. What if I turned you into a prism? Doesn't fix it. Not only does it unsolve this, but also green is going forward right back into there. This creates a paradox, kind of. Green's coming this way and splitting back, blue's coming that way and then bouncing into a wall, so it's not even reaching the source. But what is this meant for? Considering green goes in a straight line and gets stuck, this has to be a way of me getting green out of there. It must be intended that I'd use that to get green out. So the original direction must have been more, at least more correct. Because green goes in a straight line through this, gives me the green component of this solution, and then I need to escape with the green. The issue is figuring out how to mix the blue in. Which that gives, oop, ah, see, that's good. So now the first one is solved. I have green and blue out here. I just need to try to redirect them to that without mixing them with the red until before it's too late. So that's blue and that's blue-green. I need red there and I need green here. Are you the solution? Yeah, you make the weird. Yeah, you're the solution because you allow green. You'll make red go that direction while green goes straight, perfectly solving the problem. And now this all meets up to become white, and it opens the final door. Yeah, there we go. Those are hard terms to think in. It's not just a matter of the usual mirror logic. You have to actually kind of memorize the three directions of these prisms and check those possibilities against the layout of the map to see how they change what you can do.